So today we're going to do a practice that focuses heavily on the shoulders. I want to move the shoulders in every way possible. So you will need a strap today, and 2 blocks will be helpful. We're going to start in Virasana. So you come towards the top of your mat. I'm going to face you. Come to all fours. And to come into Virasana, making sure you have the strap and both blocks handy, you're going to bring your knees together and separate your feet a little bit wider than your hips. And then you'll sit back in between your heels, so your heels are snug with your outer hips. This is a moment where almost all of us benefit from the block, like a little bench underneath your sit bones. Okay, you could stack 2 blocks or just the height of the block as needed. Also, if this feels like too much on your knees, just come to seated cross legs. So check out your Virasana. Knees should be together best they could be. Look back at your toes. All 10 toes should point straight back behind you. Observe your lower back. If you're rounding your lower back, tilt the pelvis forward a little bit more so you sit tall, and let your hands rest on your thighs. Close the eyes. So we begin our practice orienting the attention of the mind towards the body. You might observe that the senses feel stimulated by something in the room, maybe sound or the flicker of light in the room. I'm observing anything that might be pulling at the mind, anything that feels like a distraction. So we just take that in, noting whatever is present. And then using your breath to begin to direct the mind's attention. Just begin by slowing down your breath. Beginning to explore the breath's ability to create movement in the body. You can move the front body and the back body, both side bodies. So throughout the day, there might be certain parts of yourself that you easily remember, and sometimes other parts that you might forget. So right now you're using your breath to slowly integrate every part of yourself back into your awareness. Mind focused on the breath. Even as we add on, you're going to slowly blink the eyes open and find your strap. Okay, so you're going to take the buckle of the strap in one hand And separate your hands wide enough from one another you estimate for passing the strap overhead. Okay, we want 2 straight arms. Retract the arms deep into the shoulder sockets. And with your inhale, the strap passes overhead, and with the exhale, the strap passes back behind you. Inhale, the strap ascends, and exhale, the strap descends. Okay, so that's your pattern. It's slow motion. Inhale, up, exhale, down. You're moving slowly so that you can observe your shoulders. You're trying to make your shoulders as equal as possible here. And if things are beginning to loosen up, you might reduce the distance between the hands. So it's by an inch or so. Okay, do one more and we'll be doing a final one together. So the next time you return to the starting position with the strap in front of you, pause there. And we'll do this last one together. It's a little bit different. So with your inhale, the strap ascends. This time with exhale, the strap's going to descend about halfway down. So if you're looking straight on at me, I'm pretty much hiding the strap behind my arms. Engage the abdominal center to sit a little taller through the crown of your head and broaden the collarbone line. So the shoulder blades gently gather in towards one another on your upper back, which encourages this broad open chest. A dynamic breath here. We're going to give it one more big inhale. And then exhale, the strap will descend back behind you. We'll complete the cycle. Inhale, strap ascends. Exhale, strap descends. Good. All right, put your strap aside. And we're going to come on forward off the block. So remove your blocks coming to all fours. Spreading your fingers. Extend your right leg straight back behind you. Place the ball of your right foot on the ground and just lean back into your right heel. We're stretching the calf. We're just releasing after Virasana. And then switch. Right knee's on the ground. The ball of the left foot is on the ground. Lean back into your left heel. Good, and then return to all fours. Okay, spreading the fingers will come right into the cat-cow. So the long inhale brings you into the arch of the cow as the chest opens forward. And a long exhale, rounding into cat pose, lift the belly, the head and tail drape. Follow your own slow tempo of breath. Inhales the arching, glide the shoulder blades down the back. Exhales the rounding. Do it again. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. We're going to do one more, and then we'll add on. Now with your next inhalation, arch into the cow once again. So you're really pulling the chest forward and up. And then this time with your exhale, curl the toes under, lift the hips up and back to your first downward dog. And that's going to be your new pattern. So with your inhale, release the knees to the ground once again. Arch into the cow. You might pause at the peak of your inhale. And then exhale, the hips lift up and back, downward dog, stay until you're empty of breath. Keep going. Inhales the cow. Slow motion. Exhale. Last time. Exhale, downward dog, pausing in down dog. Keep the slow oscillation of your breath. as the body begins to settle into stillness here. You're spreading the balls of the feet, press the tops of the thighs back, a final round of breath. And then with your next breath, step or help right foot forward between the hands, high lunge on the fingertips, or you could use your blocks. Keep breathing. Squeeze your hips towards the ground a little bit more, but then lift your inner left thigh up. Okay, the top of the chest reaches forward. One more big inhale. And then with your exhale, release your back knee down to the ground. Bring both hands onto your front thigh and look forward. Low lunge, bend deep into your front leg. Lift your lower belly. Okay, now from here, you're going to reach your arms to the sky. Hook your right thumb in front of your left thumb. Right thumb hooks in front. And you pull your hands away from one another as you try to touch the ceiling with your fingertips. We're giving ourselves a little assist here. It's almost like you're lifting your torso off your own legs as you keep lifting your abdominal muscles. Keep breathing. You're lengthening your side bodies. Okay, keep all this and simply unhook your thumbs. Palms face one another. Let the tops of the shoulders relax down, but keep that nice length. Okay, for your last round of breath, you might look up. Good. And then from here, two hands touch down, downward dog. Slow breath. With your next breath, step or help left foot forward. High lunge on the fingertips. Keep breathing. Squeeze the hips towards the ground, but lift the inner right thigh up. Top of the chest lengthens forward. How slow can your breath be? One more big inhale. And then exhale, release the back knee down. Okay, bring your hands into your front thigh, look forward. Okay, those opposites, first you bend deep into the front leg, but match it by lifting your abdominal center. Okay, we reach the arms to the sky, left thumb is in front of the right. Hook your thumbs, pull your hands away from one another, and then try to touch the ceiling so your whole torso lengthens. I want you to keep the abdominal lift to fuel the length as you bend in. Keep breathing. Side waist grow a little longer. Now keep this great length, but release your thumbs, palms face one another. Tops of the shoulders relax down as the torso continues to lengthen. If you're feeling stable here for your last round of breath, you'll look up. Good. And then from here, two hands touch down, downward dog. Okay, the slowness of the breath is allowing time to observe. At the end of your next exhale, walk or step the feet forward between the hands. Find your forward fold. Feet parallel, legs might bend a little bit here. Arms are draping. It's a moment to drop any expression away from the face. And now, with your next inhalation, we'll rise all the way to stand. Reaching up. Exhale, hands together at the heart. Stay for a round of breath. Here we're coming into a variation of our half sun salute. Inhale, reach wide and up. Exhale, interlace the fingers behind the back. Reach your arms away from you with a big inhale, chest opens. Exhale, chest leads you forward into your fold. Keep your arms as they are. Inhale, arch up halfway. And then with your exhale, release the arms in the fold. Rise with your inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands together at the heart. Do it again. Slow breath. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, other thumb on top, interlace. Reach the arms back behind you, big inhale. Exhale, chest guides you. Keep the arms as they are. Inhale, arch up halfway. Exhale, release the arms in the fold. Rise with your inhale, reaching up. Exhale. Okay, we're going to start the same way, but we're adding on. Inhalation, long arms. Exhale, interlace behind the back. So we prepare here with your inhale, arms reach back, the shoulder blades gather in. That's inhale. And then exhale's the folding. Okay, now keep your arms as they are, inhale, arch up. And this time, keep your arms as they are and exhale, fold again and pause. Keep breathing. You might bend the legs a little bit here. As the arms reach away from the back, the chest reacts by reopening. Dynamic breath. One more big inhale. And then with your exhale, release the arms. Okay, we're going to inhale to arch up halfway. This time with your exhale, root the hands down and step back to plank pose. Keep breathing, seamless breath. You might drop the knees if you need to. I really want you to plug the thumbs and the index fingers into the ground. As you pull the top of your chest forward, reach your heels back. Reach your tailbone towards your heels. Slow and steady. Big inhale. This time with your exhale, it's chaturanga. Pitch forward on the toes, hug the elbows in, come all the way down to the belly and point the toes. Tops of the feet pressing down. Dynamic cobra. Inhale, lift the chest. Elbows point back. Exhale, release. Find your own pace. Move to your own pace. Inhale, lifting. Exhale. Do it again. Inhalation. Exhale. Okay, we're going to hold this last one. Inhale, lift the chest, baby cobra. Elbows pointing back. Now keep the tops of the feet pressing down as you hover your hands off the ground. Continue to breathe as you reach your arms back behind you. And if you can, interlace. The arms will begin to reach back and up. One more big inhale here. And then with your exhale, release down, hands right alongside the ribs, curl the toes under. Inhale is the plank or the half plank. Exhale's downward dog. Good. Now with your inhale, extend your right leg to the sky. Level your hips with one another, and I want you to articulate the ball of your right foot. So reach to the ball of the right foot, spread the toes of the right foot. A big inhale here. And then with your exhale, knee to nose, round and contract. Inhale, re-extend. Ball of the right foot high in the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, abdominal contraction. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale. Okay, last time, exhale, knee to nose, contract, and then step or help the right foot forward between the hands. Setting up for the Virabhadrasana 2. Okay, so you'll spin the outer edge of the back foot down onto the ground. Just going to I'm going to face you. So outer edge of the back foot's down onto the ground. The left arm guides you all the way up to stand in the Warrior 2. You're bending deep into your right leg. The right knee is above the ankle as you look beyond your right fingertips. What you can't see matters. The left arm is reaching back. The outer edge of the back foot presses into the ground. Abdominal lift. Keep everything as is, but turn your gaze towards your side wall. And then you're going to reach your left arm straight up. We're coming into eagle arms. So the right arm comes underneath the left. Arms will wind around if they can. Any leverage you can get here. Palms join if they can. Lift your elbows up and also lift the top of your chest up. And then breathe dynamically to feel the back ribs. Breathe to feel parts of yourself that you can't see. Part of the mind is still focusing on that right knee alignment. Okay, now how we unravel the arms is going to matter here. Slowly unravel the arms, and as if you were just sliding your arms along the surface of water, reopen wide. Okay, the abdominal lift lets you stand a little taller, look beyond your right fingertips for a final round of breath. Bend in. Okay, a big inhale here. With your exhale, windmill the hands down to face your right foot. And then from here, we're stepping forward. Left foot steps forward to join the right. You're going to inhale to arch up halfway. And exhale to fold. Rise with your inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hands together at the heart. Now come to the top of the mat. I'm going to face you just so you can see me a little bit better. Come to the top of the mat. Big toes together, heels slightly apart, and bring your palms together. Okay, we're going to look for propulsion right now. So press your feet into the ground. So the reaction is the thighs firm, the abdominal center lifts, palms pressing together. Okay. Imagine a block between the inner thighs. Squeeze it. I want you to keep your mind parked on squeezing the imaginary block as you lift the heels off the ground. Okay, so keep squeezing the imaginary block, trying to lift the block towards the pelvic floor. Continue to breathe. And if you feel stable here, bring your fingertips to your shoulders. The elbows reach for the walls on either side of you. And if you feel stable here, reach your arms to the sky like you're holding a block. Final big inhale. And then exhale, releasing down. Separate the feet any comfortable distance apart. Palms together. We're at the top of the mat. Inhale, reaching wide and up. Exhale, other thumb on top, interlace. Inhalation, reach the arms back, shoulder blades glide in. And exhale, chest leads you forward. Keep the arms as they are, inhale, arch up. Keep the arms as they are, exhale, fold, and pause and breathe. One more big inhale here. And then with your exhale, release the arms. We're going to inhale to arch up halfway. Exhale, root the hands down, step back to your plank pose, and keep breathing. Okay, you can always modify. You're pressing the feet and the hands into the ground, and the reaction is the ground presses back up into you. So the whole front body floats up into the back body. One more big inhale. And then exhale is your chaturanga. Pitch forward, hug the elbows in, come all the way down, point the toes. Okay, tops of the feet press down, dynamic cobra. Inhale, lift the chest, maybe a little higher. Shoulder blades scrub down the back. Exhale. Inhale, rising up. There's really this feeling of tossing the shoulder blades down the back. Exhale. Keep going. Last one we're going to hold. Inhale. Come into the cobra. It's probably going to need to be a baby one. You're pressing the tops of the feet into the ground. Even pinky toenails touch down. Hover the hands off the ground. And then begin to reach your arms back behind you. Other thumb on top if you're interlacing. The arms reach up and back. One more big inhale. Exhale, release. Hands alongside the ribs. Curl the toes under. Inhales your plank or your half plank. Exhales the downward dog. Good. Inhale your left leg to the sky. And I want you to articulate the ball of your left foot. What I mean by that is it's the highest point of your pose, and you're really flaring your toes. It should feel like it could lift you off the ground. A big inhale. And then exhale, knee to nose, round and contract. Inhale, ball of the left foot high in the sky. Exhale, contract. Do it again. Inhale. Exhale. Last time, inhale. This time with your exhale, step or help, left foot forward between the hands. We're setting up for warrior two. So spin the outer edge of the back foot down. The right arm guides you up and mirroring you. So you're bending deep into that left leg as you look beyond your left fingertips. That left knee alignment, right above the ankle. What about what you can't see? The right arm reaching back, the outer edge of that back foot pressing down, bend in. And just notice that when you remember your abdominal muscles, everything lightens. Keep everything as is and look at your side wall. It's the right arm that will reach straight up. Garudasana arms. Left arm underneath. Arms wind around. Palms join if they can. Okay, now the elbows are going to lift up. The top of the chest lifts up. You're breathing dynamically. Part of the mind is parked on that left knee above the ankle. Okay, now how we exit the arm variation matters. We slowly unwind, just like the arms skid across the surface of water as you reach wide. And then look beyond your left fingertips and remember your abdominal lift. Suddenly, from that buoyancy, the shoulder blades, they just float down the back. A final breath. Bending in. All right, from here, windmill the hands down, face your left foot. Or stepping forward. Back foot steps forward to join the front foot. Inhale to arch and open. Exhale to fold. Rise with your inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hands together at the heart. Okay, you're at the top of the mat. I'm going to face you so you can see me. We're going to play with balancing again in a different way this time. So bring the big toes together, heels slightly apart. Bend deep into the legs, touch down. Utkatasana. Reach your arms to the sky and move your sit bones way back and down as you lift your abdominal muscles. Now, just like we did in our previous balancing pose, imagine the block and squeeze it. And then I want you to play with lifting the heels off the ground. So you're going to come high up on the balls of the feet. You keep imagining that block between the inner thighs. Give it one more round of breath. And then as the heels reach down, palms come together at the heart and straighten the legs. Separate the feet any comfortable distance, feet parallel. Turn the palms forward, let the eyes close. Top of the mat, join the palms together, reopen the eyes. If you need stillness at this point in your practice, just stay here with eyes closed. Otherwise, we're going to move through one cycle of the sun salutation A. So choosing stillness, or if you're going to move with me, inhale, reach wide and up. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, arch, lengthen. Exhale's plank. Chaturanga, long inhale, back bending. Cobra or upward dog, and then exhale, down dog. End of your next exhale, hop or step the feet forward. Inhale, arch and open. Exhale, fold. Rise with your inhale, reach up. Exhale. Good, now you're going to turn to face me. Straighten out my mat. Turn to face me, separating the legs wide, feet will be parallel with one another. And you're going to open your arms into a V shape. So you're reaching for the farthest distance in the room with your hands and your feet, really taking up space. You know, with your inhale, I want you to reach that right arm towards the ceiling, try to touch the ceiling, inhale. And with your exhale, right hand crosses over to the outer left leg. So as low down as it'll go, ankle, shin, or foot, and you're looking up your top arm. I want you to feel free to bend the left leg if this feels like too much. Look up the top arm and breathe. Inhale. With your next inhalation, come back to your X. Left arm reaches up, big inhale. Exhale, left hand crosses over to the outer right leg. As low down as it'll go, maybe foot or ankle or shin. Feel free to bend that right leg and look up your top arm. So you're really spinning your ribs to the right. Good, with your next inhale, return to X. Okay, we're going to move with breath now. So inhale, X. Exhale, right hand crosses over. Look up the top arm. Inhale, X. Exhale, left hand crosses over. Inhale, X. Exhale, right hand crosses. Inhale. Exhale, left hand. Okay, last round, we're going to hold. Inhale, X. Exhale, right hand crosses over, pause. Right hand is as low down as it can go. Glue your right hand to your outer leg. But then I want you to lean your chest back till you pull that bottom arm straight. You're looking up your top arm. Okay, so imagine my hand behind your heart. Lean back into it. Imagine my hand behind your head. Lean back into it. One more round of breath. Good. And then you might bend the legs a little bit with your next inhale. Return to X. Exhale, left hand crosses over. Pausing. Okay. Now keep that hand glued to the outer leg. You pull that bottom arm straight as if my hand were behind your heart. Lean back into it. My hand is behind your head. Lean back into it. You look up the top arm. Open chest. Final breath. You might bend the legs a little bit with your next inhale. Return to X. Pause. Spread your fingers. Relax your face. Okay, we're going to turn the toes to the top of the mat. Windmill the hands down. Step back, down dog. And your choice, either the stillness of down dog or cycle through the slow vinyasa. Inhales, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. I'm coming into up dog. With my inhale, exhales, down dog. Now, you're welcome to stay in the down dog as long as you choose, but eventually you'll release to child's pose. Big toes together, knees wide, hips are heavy. Let the forehead rest down. So I'm going to offer an addition here, but I want you to feel free to not add on, because sometimes we find more depth by not adding more. So feel free to stay in the simplicity of the child's pose. Or from your child's pose, you're going to keep everything as is, but begin to slide your hands forward towards the top of your mat, towards the front wall, till the arms are nice and long. And then from here, begin to walk your hands to the right. The head and the torso will come along with you, till you're bowing and rounding your left side body. And you could place the left hand atop the right hand. Forehead hangs down or rests on the ground or an arm. And then from here, slowly walk the hands back through center, and then walk the hands to the left, head and torso come along. Option to place the right hand atop the left. All about dynamic breath now. And then walk the hands back to center. Now I'm going to have you come up to sit on your heels for a moment. We're just going to want to make sure that if you're using blocks, that you have both blocks close to the top of the mat. And also the strap, if you know that shoulders are a little tighter, it'll be helpful to have that strap handy. And then from here, downward dog. Our last standing sequence. And now in your downward dog, inhale your right leg to the sky. I want you to articulate the ball of your right foot again like we did before. But then this time you're going to bend your right leg and peel your right hip away from the ground. Now keep your left heel reaching down. There's a feeling as if the ball of your right foot could touch your left shoulder. Now it's not going to do it, but as if it could. Re-level the hips, inhale, lengthen the right leg, and then exhale, step or help right foot forward between the hands. Okay, now, if you know shoulders are a little tighter, you're going to take the strap with you as you rise all the way up and place the strap over your right shoulder. Okay, in the high lunge here, we'll reach the arms wide and up. You're bending deep into the front leg. We want to find the abdominal lift, inner back thigh lifting. Breathe. Okay, we're coming into a shoulder opener. So rotate your left arm, palm faces back. Left hand travels down the back. Let's help the left elbow to center. And then either right hand is going to slide up the back so fingers interlace, or if that's a little too challenging, the strap's right there. You can pull the strap taut as you breathe. Do your best to keep the chin parallel with the ground. One more round of breath. And then we're going to retrace the steps with the arms. So releasing the strap, the arms will extend up once again for a final round. And then from here, the hands are going to come down to the ground. Put the strap aside if you were using it. And for many of us, the blocks will be helpful on either side of that front foot. So shorten up the stance to two straight legs, Parsvottanasana. The front heel lines up with the back heel. Back foot is turned out slightly. Square your hips towards your front foot. And with your inhale, arch up halfway. Lengthen the front torso. And with your exhale, fold. Aim the chest towards the front foot. Okay, I'm going to bring my hands down, but you might be using blocks. Find your slowest breath. Ball of the right foot spreads on the ground. I want you to find a subtle detail here. Can you slide your shoulder blades up your back towards your hips? And can the reaction be the front torso lengthening a little bit more of your front leg? So those are opposite actions, even as the head grows heavy. Final round. Good, and then bend into that right leg, left foot steps way back, down dog. Your choice, stillness of down dog or cycling through the vinyasa. Okay. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Articulate the ball of your left foot like we did before, where you're spreading your toes. But now bend your left leg. Peel your left hip away from the ground. So do reach your right heel down. And then it's as if the ball of your left foot could touch your right shoulder. Re-level the hips, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step or help, left foot forward. Okay, we're rising up. You're taking your strap with you if it's helpful. And you're going to place the strap over your left shoulder. Reach the arms wide and up, our crescent lunge. Okay, you bend in, there's the lower belly lift, there's the inner back thigh lift. And we're going to add our shoulder stretch. Today is all about the shoulders, right? So rotate your right arm palm faces back and slide your right hand down your back. Okay, help that right elbow to center. And either that left hand travels up the back to pull, to interlace the fingers, or use the strap. You have it right there. And you pull the strap taut as you breathe. Final round of breath. Now we're going to retrace our steps with the arms, so release the strap, the arms reach wide and up. Final round of breath. Good, and then from here we're releasing the hands down, strap aside, grab those blocks if they helped you. Parsvottanasana, shorten up the stance a little bit to two straight legs. Okay, so the front heel lines up with the back heel. Back foot is turned out slightly. Square the hips towards the front foot. Inhale, arch up halfway. We're looking for an open chest. We want to keep it as we exhale and fold. Find your slow breath. Spread the ball of your left foot. Another way of articulating that subtle detail with the shoulder blades, just note if the shoulder blades have started to scrunch up towards the ears. I want you to slide the shoulder blades up your back towards your hips. And the reaction is this oppositional length from your front torso. That's what we're going for. Right? It's a way of thinking of cow pose rather than cat. Right? So the cow, the open chest. Final round. And then bend into your left leg. We're stepping way back with that right foot. Final time, down dog. Or a final vinyasa. Slow breath in the down dog. I'm just rearranging things over here a little bit. Now, we're going to transition. So with your next inhale, shift forward to your plank. And then use the exhale of chaturanga to come all the way down to the belly. You're going to make a little pillow with your hands and let your forehead rest. big toes straight back behind you, pressing the tops of the feet into the ground so the thighs will firm, the knees will even lift off the ground. And I want you to find your pinky toenails even pressing down here. Do pin the tailbone towards the ground. It means tuck the tailbone a little bit. And then you're going to begin to lift the legs off the ground. So the inner thighs are really lifting the legs up. From here, 2 straight arms come alongside the body. Place the shoulder blades on the back and begin to lift the chest, lift the arms. Okay, articulate the feet like we did before. And then optionally interlace the fingers. Arms reach up and back at Shalabhasana. Okay, I'm going to breathe here. It's difficult to speak while back bending. Breathe slowly. One more big inhale, lift up. And then with your exhale, the right ear will rest down. Let the arms go. And now bring your forehead back to center once again. Find those legs again. The tops of the feet press into the ground. The thighs are firming. Even the pinky toenails touch down. Keep the tops of the feet pressing down. This time, shoulder blades are on the back. Arms lift up, lift the chest. And then other thumb on top, if you're interlacing, arms reach up and back. And now you're going to add the lift of the legs. So everything begins to float. One more big inhale here. And then with your exhale, left ear releases down. Okay, bring your forehead back to center. Place your hands alongside the ribs. Curl the toes under. We're just pressing up to all fours. And from all fours, we're going to just do a little circular movement with the spine. So start by arching into cow is your inhale. I'm sorry, we won't move with the breath on this one. So just start by arching into cow and then shift the ribs to the right. Round into the cat and shift the ribs to the left. And just repeat without stopping. Cow, ribs to right, cat, ribs to left. Head can do whatever it wants. And then reverse the direction. To center, just sit to one side facing the top of the mat. I'm going to face you. And we're going to come to cross legs. I'm feeling very tight today. Okay, so right leg will be in front. We're coming to seated cross legs. So you may feel like I'm feeling right now, where your hips are feeling pretty tight. Maybe I've been commuting today, that's why my hips feel tight. Maybe for you, you've been sitting or walking a lot. Bring the bolster underneath the sit bones if you need to, or the blanket. Now, Sukhasana is a little different than just legs tucked underneath. We want to shift the shins forward so that the shins are parallel with the top of the mat. They do flex the feet. We don't want to cross at the ankles. We want to cross right at the center of the shins. Okay? And then sitting tall with a big inhale. With your exhale, lengthen the front of your torso as you fold forward. Let it be gradual. The elbows might hook in front of the knees. Okay, the forehead might approach a block or blocks or stacked fists. Right now I'm just taking my time. Something I reflect on in my own practice. Every everything is a contribution, even the smallest things. And what I mean by that is, right now, how you're breathing in this moment informs how you breathe in other moments. Right? So let this moment matter, let the breath matter here. Breath, slowly come on up. Okay, we're going to bring the right hand behind you on the ground. Left arm reaches up with a big inhale. And then exhale, bring your left hand to your outer right thigh as we begin to twist. So you're spinning your ribs to the right. Now with every inhale, I want you to lengthen your side bodies, lift the top of the chest up. And with your exhale, deepen the twist. Final round. Good, and then slowly untwist. We'll switch which leg is in front, Sukhasana. Crossing at the shins, feet are flexed. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, lengthen the front of the torso, it's gradual. Elbows in front of knees, perhaps, we're folding. Final round. And then from here, slowly come on up. Left hand behind you on the ground, right arm reaches up, inhale. And then exhale, right hand comes to the outer left side as you begin to revolve the ribs to the left. Okay? Dynamic breath leads the twist. Inhale, side bodies lengthen, top of the chest lifts. Exhale, deepen. Do it again. Final round of breath. And slowly untwist. From here, sit back, release the legs, and swivel to recline on your back. So we're going to lie all the way back. And once you're on your back, draw the knees into the chest. And I've just reserved a little moment here for you to give yourself whatever you might need. Okay, so it could be an inversion, like the bridge pose with the legs extended, the Viparita Karani, or I'm feeling like happy baby right now. You might come to butterfly. So for me, I'm coming into the happy baby, and then I'm going to begin to extend my legs into the side split. You might need to slide the hands down the legs if you're joining me for this one, or you're just holding the outer edges of the feet. And then I'm going to slowly come into butterfly pose. Cactus arms. I love this pose because everything's free to be open here. And then whenever you're ready, you'll transition yourself into your Shavasana. Arms and legs extend, the eyes close. We rest in quiet stillness. Become aware of your body resting right now. Beginning to slow down the breath again. And then you'll transition slowly onto your right side. Let the head rest on the right arm for a moment. And press the ground away. We'll make our way up to a final seat. Join the tip of your index finger to the tip of the thumb with both hands. Keep this mudra, which is a hand gesture, right? Mudra means gesture. And bring your right palm to your heart and left hand to the belly, palms facing in, and let the eyes close. Close with 3 breaths together here in silence. Completed that 3rd round, join the palms together. Namaste. Thank you for your practice and enjoy your day.